Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood reviewer with inToit Reviews. Welcome back to the neighborhood. So let's talk about the Shuoer singers. These are a curious adventure, so let's get into it. First of all, let me praise Shuoer here for the package that they have included. You get a bunch of tips, a good looking and nice sounding balanced cable, a lit 2.5mm balanced female to 3.5mm unbalanced male connector to accommodate unbalanced sources. And you also get a very nice hard shell carrying case that appears to be made out of an embossed leather with a waterproof or water resistant zipper. I also really like the form factor of this thing. It's got a decent weight to it and it feels solid, and it rests relatively weightlessly in your ears with the right set of tips. Unfortunately, that's just about where the praise stops. The singers come with two filters, and physically, both of these filters become unscrewed very easily and risk falling out and getting lost. From a sound perspective, I'm not going to say much about the included treble filter, which were affixed to the unit stock, because they were relatively unlistenable. No matter what the tip configuration was that I tried with them, I could not get these filters to sound right. Vocals were recessed, treble was too far forward, and the bass was just weird. Sounds rang out somewhat dull overall, which was a mild disappointment, but sonics were generally wonky, which was a major bummer. I've spoken to other reviewers about this set, and they appear to have received treble filters that may not have had this presentation. So keep in mind that my treble filters may have been busted, or may have just demonstrated a flukily bad quality control issue. So needless to say, I preferred the bass filters on this set between the two included. The bass filters do have a bass emphasis, and if you like bass with a more direct presentation, I would say use something like a SpinFit CP145. Whereas if you want a more balanced low end with a more airy presentation, you should go with something like a Dakoni True Wireless Foam. This is probably a good time to go ahead and mention that none of the included tips in the box did this IEM any justice. Things either sounded dull, too V-shaped, or wonky with the included tip options. So if you're like me and ended up with a set of these, try swapping out the tips. In terms of their general sound signature, the presentation is most definitely a warm, V-shaped one, but they are less V-shaped with the tips I have recommended compared to others. Not only are they rather warm and V-shaped, but they are also very curious in terms of their presentation with regard to detail, resolution, soundstage, and imaging. What I found is that soundstage was mostly average for a small bullet IEM, meaning that the singers are relatively narrow overall. But uniquely, this IEM does image very well within its narrow soundstage. They image so well, in fact, that I think some might confuse their imaging capabilities for soundstage quality. Curiouser and curiouser, the singers do display pretty decent detail as well, but this detail comes with an opaque resolution that is ultimately inadequate to match the detail. Auditory decay is also unnaturally quick, which may have contributed to the dullness that I mentioned earlier. Although I already applauded Shuoer for including a balance cable, I'm not really sure why this set has a balance cable in the end, as it simply lacks the capabilities that I would normally expect a balance set to have. Having said all of this, I do enjoy the singers for non-critical listening applications, such as relaxed on-the-go listening or watching television shows on my phone or tablet. Excluding their soundstage, the singers do remind me of Mark III Argons to a certain extent. So even though I've been somewhat critical on the singers overall, they are more of a mixed bag in terms of their presentation. anyone who's chosen to spend their time with this set would surely agree with that. So if you're a recovering audiophile that likes a warm presentation, a V-shaped sound signature, and is willing to sacrifice soundstage and resolution for imaging and detail, then this set might be for you. And just a reminder, guys, I'll be giving away a set of KOS KSC 75s at the 500 subscriber mark. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And to get future content from me, consider hitting that notification bell, especially if you want to be considered for the giveaway. And with that, I'm out for now.